Morning, sunshine. Welcome to another day of the Make Your Damn Bed podcast. Today, I really wanted to do a good news episode. And today's episode is featuring a video component, which I'm very excited about. Typically, I only do dailies, and today we're moving up in the world, which is always a bonus. Kudos to me for being able to set up a mic and a camera. And honestly, it has taken way more work than I'd like to admit. To be completely frank, it is now 3:10 p.m. I've been working on this since 7 a.m. yesterday. I don't want to talk about it. It's the first episode in the books, and we're having fun. Today, I really wanted to do another good news episode because I really find it difficult to find any kind of news that is not a little bit fear-baity, even if it's good news. Hello, my friends. This is Julie from the future. I am sure that this audio quality is garbage, but we'll see what I can do to doctor it up. Apologies in advance if I can't. That said, I realize that it is hard to do any news without some sort of negative connotation behind it. I really failed my own challenge. So I'm up here talking all this shit at the beginning of this episode, only to fail everyone involved. But I try my best, and it's still great news for the environment and for the rest of us. I love you very much, and I really hope you enjoy this episode. Goodbye. I just haven't found any consistent. So I have been looking for stuff that feels like not only is it good news, but it also gives me hope for the future. Because like the first piece of news I'm going to share is one of those where it's attached to something intense. But the European Union did just sign a historic refugee law where they're allowing Ukrainian refugees to work and live for the next 3 years with free travel. And a lot of people have gotten creative with helping out Ukrainian refugees, and they're booking Airbnbs, but not actually attending the Airbnbs, obviously. But that way it's going directly into the pockets of citizens, which I think is really a great way for a community to collectivize and give money in the hands of the people who need it the most. Recently, 175 nations signed a resolution to ban single-use plastics in the foreseeable future. I'm not really sure the ins and outs of the law, but they are changing package design and recycling laws to be done by, guess what, not us, the consumers, but the bad boys creating these things, which I think is really important. 100 nations at the One Ocean Summit voted to step up sustainable efforts in the high seas, which are the ungoverned ocean, which often gets literal plastic islands that are just nobody's problem anymore, which is fascinating. But this is a historic and monumental event in which now we are paying attention to it, or at least 100 nations are, which is pretty freaking cool. And over 10 nations agreed on a commercial fishing ban in the Central Arctic, which is really exciting, including the major contributors to the overfishing in that area and all those other heavy hitters, which is really special and important. In more ocean news, in Australia, the humpback population was removed from the threatened species list. After 60 years of conservation efforts, humpback population has increased from 1,500 to over 40,000. In the Betty White Challenge, over $13 million was collected and raised for various animal shelters, and they went directly to the shelters in a lot of these cases, which I thought was really, really special. Scotland has also agreed to plant millions of trees along riverbeds to encourage shade for seasonal spawning for their salmon populations. And the tequila fish, which was once extinct in its native home in Jalisco, Mexico, has now been reintroduced and is thriving in the area. One of my favorites is Wales, which is voted one of the best countries for their incredibly green and sustainable practices. But they're one of the only places that I have found that has to consider future generations when creating laws. How is that not a thing everywhere? What are we doing? Anyway, that's not what this is about. I just thought that was interesting. But they're doing something really cool with dirty nappies or diapers. They're taking the dirty waste that is created by the millions of pounds of dirty diapers every year. And what are you going to do with those things? Nobody wants to recycle those. But they're creating roads. They're repaving and creating really sustainable pavement out of these things. I don't know how it works. I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a diaper scientist, but boy, oh boy, am I excited about that one. It's so cool. Wales, y'all are doing it. I'm proud of you. Good job. Columbia University researchers have created like this invisibility cloak to hide the bacteria when targeting cancerous tumors. Do I understand this technology? No. Do I think it's fascinating and amazing? Hell yeah. Am I excited because it's helping out the immense need in cancer research? Fuck yeah. Let's keep going, scientists. Good job, everybody. An Italian fisherman named Paolo something, I did not write down his last name apparently. Great job, Julie. He created a sculpture park to reduce the trawling in the area. And the trawling was the dragging of these illegal, massive fishing nets that would just destroy the environment and destroy the fishing population. And it was illegal, but people do things anyway, even when they are illegal. Bad boating boys. But he created this sculpture park where he put these fish museum. I don't know what he made it, but he had a clever name for it too. But basically he put a bunch of really cool sculptures on the bottom of the ocean to discourage trawling, because your nets will get caught up on these little sculptures. You little shits. Get your permits. Do it right. Don't fuck everybody else because you want to be selfish with your fishies, okay? Go by the books like the rest of us, chumps. And I think that does it for today's good news. If you have any other good news or suggestions for sources for good news, I always appreciate those. A couple people have sent some to me, like Euro News on YouTube. As always, you can follow along at MYDB Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, or Patreon if you want extended episodes and journal prompts every single month. And if you haven't already, please sign up for the newsletter, which is available at makeyourdamnbedpodcast.com. You can browse there. You can also book a consult with me or a chat, or you can just DM me at MYDB Podcast on Instagram if you'd like. If you haven't already, please give this a thumbs up or rate us 5 stars on Apple. It really does a lot to spread the word. Everything under 5 stars breaks my heart into pieces, okay? So if you need to do it, just do it fast. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. All right, I love y'all very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow while you make your damn bed. Goodbye.